Christianities, as scholars put it. Different groups believed radically different things. You had Jewish Christians who followed the law, saw Jesus as a prophet or a Messiah, led by the Apostle James, the brother of Jesus. Then you had Pauline Christianity, who was majority Gentile. There was no law required, and they saw Jesus as a divine figure. You also had the Q Christians. They focused on the sayings and the ethics and the wisdom of Jesus. There is no crucifixion story among this group, and they saw Jesus simply as a teacher. You also had the Johannine Christians, who believed in Jesus as a divine word, deep mystical theology. And then you had the apocalyptic Christians. These Christians expected the world to end at any day. They were waiting for the end of the world. And then you had the Gnostic Christians, who emphasized spiritual knowledge and believed the physical world was corrupt. And even more so, each group claimed to represent the true message of Jesus. Each group accused the other of corruption. Diversity exploded, conflicts erupted, books were written, books were rejected, ideas clashed for centuries, and this leads to a crucial historical reality, which is that we do not know which early Christianity truly reflects the actual message of the man and prophet Jesus. Why do I say that? Because Jesus never wrote anything down. His disciples didn't write anything down. The Gospels were written decades later. Communities reshaped his teachings. Political and social crises. With all this information on the four Gospels now, what does this mean for history? Christian history is not a straight line, to put it. It is a battlefield of competing memories, and the four Gospels come from different places, different communities, different crises, different theological agendas, and different visions of Jesus. So which one is the true story? The historical answer is difficult, because none of them represent Jesus' original teachings perfectly. They represent what later communities believed about him. The original message of Jesus, the message he actually preached, has been buried under layers of storytelling, translation, interpretation, conflict, politics, theology, and empire. And this is why the Prophet Muhammad, on whom be peace, came to restore the message of Tawheed, the pure monotheistic teachings of all the prophets, including Jesus, the son of Mary. Islam does not attack Jesus' message. Islam restores the message of Jesus. With that, we can conclude that Christianity did not start with four Gospels. It started with a prophet, a message, a community, and a mission. And over decades and centuries, that message was transformed. And as Muslims, we honor Jesus as a prophet and as a Messiah. We don't honor him nor see him as a divine being. And we believe in the Quran that preserved his true message. This is why Allah quotes Jesus in chapter 5, verse 72 of the Quran. And he says, "Worship Allah, my Lord, and your Lord," which is very similar to something we find in the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verse 17, where Jesus says, "I return to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Let me know what you would like me to dive into next. Would you like a deep historical dive into each gospel individually? Would you like me to do a series on how Christianity evolved into what it is today? Would you like me to incorporate the church fathers, the councils? You let me know what you want in the chat. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like this video, and make sure to leave